And so, those are the ones that we have to encourage. Get up and shovel the snow so I don't fall in the snow. Y'all kind of quiet up in here now. Get up and clean my car, please, so I can go get the groceries that you eat up in my house. I don't know if I'm talking to the right folk here. Man. Any of them little folk in your house?
Yeah, I got two of mine.
Have some of them folk that seem like you supposed to do everything? You supposed to do all the cooking and the cooking. I mean, come on now. I love the millennials. They're creative. They're thinkers. Hey. They think. They're creative. They're energetic in some areas. It's just that they don't know what a time card is. I don't know if I done went down the wrong street here today or not. We have to understand, we have to encourage the millennials because we're stuck with them. We can't do nothing about them. You can't go back and scratch them out and do something else. They're here. Look at your neighbor, say they're here. Whether you like it or not, they're here. They eat up your chicken, they eat up your fish. They drink up all the Kool-Aid and don't put nothing back in the refrigerator. I just see bottles and bottles and bottles. I said, my son. I like to drink tea too.
Come on, sir.
Can't drink all my tea and don't leave me nothing to drink here.
Leave my pocket to me.
Talk about it.
Yes. We have to be able to educate these young folks because they are dreamers. What they have is something that we need to harness because they are very outgoing and they are the folks who are that do outreach on a whole nother level because they don't care about the condition of the person or who they are, what color they are, how tall they are, how little they are, big they are, how much money they have. They are very outreach minded. So we have to learn how to harness that spirit, how to utilize that in the kingdom. Because they have no prejudice. They don't see prejudice. Oh, y'all kind of quiet. So we can't beat them down. Although, Lord help me. This is the generation we did not spank. Y'all looking at me like I'm crazy. I know what I'm talking about. This is the generation that did not. They don't know what a Hot Wheels track feel like. They don't know nothing about no switch. When you say go get a switch, they looking at the wall. Talking about you want me to turn on the lights? They don't know nothing about that. Don't know nothing about extension cords. See, y'all talking about, oh, that's abuse. But look at what happened to you. You made it.
That's right. Come on, sir.
You better. I was always told before I got my whooping.
But you did it. How you did it?
You want me to beat you rather than the police to beat you. You better take this whooping because I'm getting ready to whoop you. Huh? Oh, let me tell you something now. We got spanked. We got whipped every which way. Whipped for all kind of categories. Everything you could think of the list. Didn't eat whooping. It's unheard of. What you mean you ain't eating? You eating tonight. I ain't hungry. You gonna find somewhere to put this food. Your mother that stayed in this kitchen and slaved all day cleaning this chicken. I don't even know if they know what cleaning chicken is. That's why when you buy your chicken today, you still got feathers on it. You know, fried feather on the side of your chicken. You don't even understand why that chicken got a little piece of that. And you got to look real good because you'll eat that bad boy if you don't really know. Me, I look. That thing's supposed to be on that wing. An extra wing on the wing. Shucking corn. Come on now, y'all looking at me like I'm crazy. We learned how to do everything and so what made that happen is that they did not spare us. And guess what? We appreciated that hot chicken. With no microwave. You better get there while that food come out the grease and sit and eat. There was no put it in the refrigerator and wait till later. No, we ate the food as soon as it was done because we couldn't wait. We smelled, the whole house smelled just like what you would get ready to eat. Kind of quiet up in. I guess I ain't helping nobody up in here today. But we have to understand that these young people that we minister to, these millennials, they need our help. Yeah. And if you want to be able to reach that kind of church, you have to understand that we have to pay attention to them. Pay attention to doctrine. Teach them to pay attention to doctrine. And then we have to talk to them about the application of the gospel, knowing that, see, because they're hearers, they're listen, and see, their way of listening doesn't resemble how we used to listen. They're listening when we don't think they're listening. And so what we have to understand is that we have to teach them that the Bible truths that we hear on Sunday are relevant to their Monday living. Does that make sense? That what we teach on Sunday and Thursday night is relevant to their everyday living. And so they have to beware. And they have to understand the warnings. Because the Bible comes to warn us. The Bible comes to make us aware of things that happen. And dreams happen. How many know that dreams happen?
Amen.
You wouldn't be sitting here today fulfilling the dreams that you had if you don't believe in dreams. Dreams happen in the unconscious mind. But it affects your behavior, and they will affect your behavior to the point that you operate in a certain way without even thinking about it. What I said there is that because of the things we believed in and things that we were that came to us by inspiration of God, by God inspired dreams. It happened in our unconscious mind so that it could be ingrained in us to believe that I'm going to start walking in my dream, believing in what God has told me. And so we understand that these things happen in the unconscious mind so that the devil tries to play tricks on the mind so that he can get you not to believe in what God is ministering to you about. Quiet in here. Jesus states in John 10:10 that the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And to counter that, Jesus says that he comes to give life in abundance. Y'all reading that in your word? If you would happen to look up the word abundance, you will find that it means beyond measure. And so whenever the enemy knows that God has a plan for his children, whenever he has a plan for his children, whenever he knows that God has a blessing for you, he will try to step in and intercept what is coming your way. The devil is always trying to block what God has in the plans he has for you. You got to know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, he is the killer of dreams. He doesn't want to see you living in abundance. He doesn't want to see you walking upright with the Lord. He comes to steal your riches. He comes to kill your inheritance. He comes to destroy your faith in God. And a lot of times we think that that thief comes to steal us, generally thinking that he comes to take some tangible thing from us. Just talk, preacher. And you know something that, some things that we can feel, some things that we can see. We think that he's after the tangible things. And when we think that, the enemy comes to kill what may generally, we may generally think that he comes to kill our bodies or put sickness upon us. But I want you to think a little deeper today. Yes, all those things are true about the devil. He comes to take all that he can. Your possessions, your health. He comes to destroy everything that he comes in contact with. But Genesis chapter 37:5 says, we see that Joseph had a dream. And what the enemy wanted to do was to destroy Joseph's dream. He felt that if I can destroy his dream, then I can keep him from fulfilling his destiny. Now understand that the devil doesn't want you to fulfill the purpose that you are here for. It's not so much about your purpose. If he can destroy your purpose, he will have destroyed you, and you will have become a casualty of war. God says in Jeremiah 29:11, I know the thoughts I have toward you. Thoughts of good and not evil, to bring you to what? An expected end. That expected end is your destiny. Destiny is a predetermined course of events. It may be conceived as predetermined future